So I just saw Star Wars The Last Jedi for the first time, and then followed that by going to Dave & Buster's for my departmental holiday party. The Star Wars The Last Jedi seeing was also part of it. We rented out a theater, and we all saw it together. And by the time you're watching this, I will have seen it twice, because I'm going to go see it again tomorrow morning. And I know what you're thinking, isn't that a little soon to go see a movie again? But it happens a lot, actually, because I tend to see these big, nerdy, tentpole movies with people from work, like, that I don't end up paying for them, so that's why I go to them. And then I will then see them with my friends, generally the same weekend. That has happened maybe 3 or 4 times so far this year. But luckily, none of them I've ever been like, I don't ever want to see that again. That was terrible. And that is not the case with Star Wars The Last Jedi. But I'm not exactly reasonable when it comes to Star Wars, because I absolutely love everything Star Wars. So I don't care how bad everyone says things are. I just love them. And the fact that we are now living in this time where we're getting a new Star Wars movie every year is just amazing to me. I don't know what could possibly happen in a Star Wars movie that would make me go, that was terrible. Because if Jar Jar Binks couldn't do that, then I don't know what could. Anyway, speaking of holiday parties, go ahead and roll the thing. Hey guys, Sean here. So here's the deal. Last night, 3 of the members of Kinda Funny, Greg Miller, who was one of the original founders, Andy Cortez, who is the editor that they hired within the last year, Joey Noel, who is the community manager that they hired within the last year, and then Greg Miller's wife, Geneviève Saint-Ange Miller, they were all at Portillo's in Buena Park, California, to just have kind of a meet and greet, since they were at the PlayStation Expo, which was held in Anaheim. So I ended up going to that and talking to them. Here, I got a picture with Greg. Here's a picture of me and Greg. And, it was a really good time. So that was on Sunday night, and then they were like, on Monday, here's what we're gonna do. We want everyone that flew in to Anaheim to go to PlayStation Experience to change your flights out to be on Monday night out of San Diego. And then we're going to have a Kinda Funny community Christmas party at a bar called Polite Provisions in San Diego, which I think is, like, they have a Christmas theme year-round, is kind of the idea. So they're gonna have a white elephant gift, bad Christmas sweater, just overall fun, Kinda Funny Christmas party for the community, for anyone who can, attend. So recently, the department I work in, for the company I work for, they have been giving the full-time employees a week off paid vacation that doesn't, like, come from your actual vacation time. It's like a comp vacation at the end of the year, because of how rough things have become, like, the last few years. And so for me, that was last week. But as you saw in my previous video, on the Friday of last week, I went to my company's Christmas party, which my voice was pretty rough after, and my exhaustion was pretty severe. And as I was talking to everybody there, they're like, man, you haven't missed a single thing all week. We've been doing nothing all week long. And I was like, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, since it seems like everything was pretty laid back the last week and will most likely be laid back this week, I'm going to use one of my actual vacation days and take Monday off as well, so that I can drive down to San Diego and go to the Kinda Funny Christmas party. So that's what I'm doing now. I have my ugly Christmas sweater all ready. You may have seen it in videos last year. If not, you'll see it again here shortly. I'm currently driving down to San Diego. It's supposedly a 2-hour drive from Long Beach, well, an hour and 46 minutes, according to Google Maps, but you never know how long it will actually be until you do it. I do have to make one stop along the way in order to pick up a white elephant gift Hopefully I will see a target along the way, or something along those lines. I'm about to enter a roundabout, so give me a second. I gotta concentrate. Oh. And go. Go. Roundabout. 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 Okay, we made it. We survived. We survived the roundabout. So yeah, I believe Andy Cortez already went back to San Francisco this morning, so he won't be at the Christmas party. But Joey Noel and Greg Miller and his wife Geneviève Saint-Onge Miller should all be there. So we'll see. We'll see what it's like. First stop though, somewhere to purchase a white elephant gift. And probably like a gift bag to put it in. I may be in the smallest Target ever. How small? There's one wall. There's the other wall. There's the back. There's the front. Seriously, look at this. This is crazy. So it took 3 hours to get here. 3 hours. Hopefully I haven't missed too much. Okay, I wanted to ensure that the white elephant hadn't happened yet, and it hasn't, so I'm gonna go back to my car, grab the white elephant gift, and then go back. I have no idea if the camera will be able to pick up my voice while I'm in here. I'm drinking something called a sparkling almond. The bartender said that it's like their own house-made almond syrup or something, and then lemonade and sparkling water. It is very tart. It tastes like after you throw up. So, I mean, that's good. I don't know. People seem to like that. I'll probably just ask for a Sprite next. Or an orange soda. I saw they had some orange soda. So for the white elephant, they have everyone pull out their phone and randomly generate a number between 1 and 100. And they're going on the honor system. 26! And no one will lie about the number they're getting. And it's working. That's how great this community is. This is actually working. Alright, walking back to my car. Cremation services there. Right next to the Center for Personal Growth. That's kind of a weird combination. So Greg remembered me from last night. Of course he did, because it was only 24 hours ago, and I mean, I'm memorable, so that makes sense. I got to speak to Joey Noel a little bit, who is the community manager for Kinda Funny. I didn't get a chance to last night. And I got to talk to Greg about being on Dear Hank and John, which is John Green and Hank Green's podcast that, you know, I've talked about before on this channel, because he filled in for John on the episode that released today, and I guess I'm the first person that had listened to it and talked to him about it, so he was curious about how the audio sounded. But overall, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I drove down here to be a part of this, because, you know, I really like Kinda Funny and the community around it. As I told Joey Noel, like, if you need a good story about how great the Kinda Funny community is, just tell people about the white elephant. There was a white elephant gift exchange, and all you did was say, hey, everyone pull out your phones, go to Google and just Google a random number generator, and then we'll call out numbers from 1 to 100, and whatever number you have, then come on up if we call your number. I'm kind of holding up a parking space in a cherished part of town here, apparently, so I'm gonna quickly start moving before I continue the story. So yeah, not a single person was like, I have number 1. Like, no one said they had a number until like number 5. So no one cheated. it got all the way to number 96. That's how great the community is that no one lied. Everyone was, you know, you easily could have been like, yeah, I have number 4, that's what I got in the random number generator, but no one did. So that was really cool to see. I didn't think that would happen. And the fact that it went all the way to 96 means people got 96 in their random number generator, and they were just like, okay, I guess I'm 96. Because it's not like we synced up random number generators. It was just, everyone just Googled random number generator, and whatever number they got between 1 and 100, that was their number. There were, you know, multiple people had the same number, but I may be harping on this a little too long as to how amazing that was to me, but it was just amazing to me that's how trustworthy and great the community was. I myself ended up getting a PS4 game. I would show you what it is, but I'm not allowed to because of legal reasons. But it was one that I didn't have and that I've been meaning to get eventually. As for now, I am headed back to Long Beach. It took me 3 hours to get down here, but that was, you know, at like rush hour. So hopefully it'll only be like 2 hours to get back. That is the hope. I did end up taking another picture with Greg. Here's that. It's us in our respective Christmas sweaters. His is a PlayStation Christmas sweater. Mine is Two-Face. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. Just watch my Christmas video from last year where I'm wearing it. You can see it. I think it's number 25, in which I went over the previous 24 videos. Here's a card for it. They're called cards. That's what they're called, even though I always call them the wrong thing every time. So yeah, you know, it's kind of a weird experience. It's like going to a Christmas party where you only know the host of it. So it's, for an introvert like me, I know it's hard to believe that I'm an introvert because I do this, but you know, a lot of famous YouTubers are also introverts. And basically that means that in a social setting, you know, they're not bouncing off the walls, being the center of attention, and you know, talking to people left and right. They'll just, you know, be sitting in the corner and staring at a plant. So yeah, to be an introvert in a situation where, you know, you only know really of one person. You don't really know them. They're just someone that you listen to on a, well, not listen to, because I never listened to anything from Kind of Fun, that you watch on YouTube videos or on Twitch, and that you've met a few times. So, you know, it's really weird. Hopefully the more of these things I go to, I'll start actually meeting people. That'd be nice. I think one of the biggest problems is that, like, their demographic skews much younger than I am. So I feel like I'm much older than everyone that goes to these things. Luckily, this event was 21 and over, so I didn't feel as young because there wasn't, like, the younger people this time. But still, you know, everyone's, like, in their early to late 20s, whereas I am not. But that does it for my Kind of Funny capper to my vacation. I hope you don't mind this weird lopsided format that I have here with this video, where I'm on one side and then there's just all this negative space over here. That's just kind of how it's working out. I'm actually using a selfie stick, so that's part of it. And really, I mean, it's more interesting visually than, say, this. Well, maybe this isn't so bad. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to do it for me this week. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more of the crazy crap that goes on around here, including random trips to San Diego, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to help support the crazy crap that goes on around here, go ahead and hit up my Patreon, assuming that by this point, Patreon isn't still the most hated source of crowdfunding that there is because of changes that they made. We'll see how things are going. But with that, have a good however long it is until you watch my next video.